is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. We're at the Old Western Paint Company. I am here with the Vice President, Paul Delmonico. Basically, for over 50 years, they have been providing paint, the manufacturing of products, paint, you name it, across the board for folks here in Denver, as well as pretty much nationwide as well. Let me ask you, Paul, you guys are the last independent Colorado manufacturer here. You guys must be doing something right here. I've interviewed and I've spoke with your company before, on the show before. Why don't you start out telling me what's new in the way of recycling?
Well, we've been recycling for many, many years, but now we've started to upgrade our recycling program. And so we are taking in paint from individuals as well as companies. Then we reprocess and bring it back to a very good condition, so it's as good as any other paint on the market. And we test and refine it in every which way we can or need to make sure that it's as high a quality as you can get at the Vindy paint.
Wonderful. Let me ask you, that's great as far as the buzzword out there is green and keeping things eco and people trying to do their part. Let me ask you, is it a bad idea for folks to throw their paint away at the local dump, or how's that work?
Well, there's two problems with it. One, it is illegal. I mean, to throw wet paint away at local dumps. So, I mean, so we all frown upon that. But our point is always, why throw something away that's still usable? There's a lot of markets that can still use recycled paint, and so why waste it when we can help you to recycle it?
I had no idea that it was even illegal. See, that's the whole point. I want to let viewers know out there that this is something they can take part in and not only do something for the environment out there, but also do something for their own garage. I know how things get built up.
Yes, people have a lot of paint. It does have to be in usable condition before we can take it back. But we'll take back any kind of water-based paint, any condition of the type of paint that can be used.
Let me ask you, as far as some of the paints, do some of them require a small fee for somebody to bring them in and do a drop-off?
Well, normally we do charge $2 to drop off paint, and then we give you a $2 coupon to rebuy paint for anything you'd want to buy after that. Right now we're running a promotion for this month and next month where you can drop it off free.
Wonderful. It's definitely a win-win for folks because of the fact that, A, they get to get rid of something that basically might get them in trouble if they go take it somewhere else. And it's also great for the consumer because they're basically being able to buy some really quality paint at probably discounted compared to what you might pay otherwise.
Almost half price. Most recycled paints are half or more off of what you would pay for the same quality of paint anywhere else. So that's you're limited a little bit on color. Because the recycling does limit us what colors we can manufacture in. But beyond that, it's be as good a quality paint as you put on anything else.
So you guys are putting the additives in there to make sure that it basically stands the test of time. And what a great opportunity for folks to go out and maybe paint their house or whatever when maybe they couldn't afford it,
Yes, that's a big factor of it, or protect things. I mean, paint's number one concern is protect the substrate. I mean, that's what we paint more for than anything else, and so we look at that as a very important factor for why we paint.
I know one of the things you all have been for some time is toll manufacturing. Why don't you explain to the viewers out there what that is?
What toll manufacturing means is that we will take formulas that somebody else will bring to us, and we make the product for them. So it's basically their product, their formula, their can, their everything else, but we do the actual manufacturing of it and put it into the can for them.
So they basically come up with that formula one time, and you guys are the cookie cutter from there on out.
Correct. Or we do formulate for them also. I am a chemist, and so I can formulate for them. And I do some of that, or modify formulas, or upgrade them, or do all kinds of things of that sort. But yes, we're doing it for them, and that's their product and always will be their product.
So we're talking about total private labeling.
Correct. Total private producting, even more than labeling. It's their product.
Their product. So inside and more than just labeling. I love that. Great. Let me ask you something out there. A lot of the viewers obviously are looking to come in, do some tinting, grab some paint, some finishes. Tell us some of the other things they're able to find here out in the front.
Well, we pretty much are a full-service system in terms of what you would need for painting. We cater to the contractor, so we carry a lot more of the contractor-based materials than we do what a homeowner might want to use. But then we carry any kind of product you want, anything from two-component epoxies used on floor coatings that would need complete protection to a floor. You can drive on and things like that stuff, all the way to deck stains and clear coatings that you can do the chairs in your kitchen, both in water-based and oil systems. We carry full floor, wood hardwood floor coatings, so polyurethanes. And then anything in between there. You know, there's special coatings that people don't realize that they need special coatings like for doing the handrails in their house. Because if you use a standard latex, they won't hold up. The body oils will destroy them, and so they'll start to peel and go away very rapidly. And so there's a lot of professionalism that we can offer you on what products you would need to do the job around your house even.
Speaking of doing the job, I know folks out there can get an exclusive here, which is the Polyvar polyurethane. Tell me about that.
Well, we've been manufacturing Polyvar since the urethane resin came out back in the early 70s. Our father actually invented the product that we sell, the Polyvar, but it is a oil-modified polyurethane floor finish, and it's made mainly for hardwood floors, but it can go on pretty much any wood surface or even cements as a sealer. It gives you long life, it has a beautiful ambering color to it, and it's very easy and cost-effective to use.
Wonderful, folks. If you take a look at the bottom of the screen right there, you're going to see their website address. Click on there, check them out. What you're going to find there is you can actually sign up for their newsletter, like them right there on Facebook. They'll keep you apprised of anything they've got going, also let you know what the hours are for drop-off if you're going to think about taking advantage of that recycling program that they have. And basically, there is no paint job that is too small or too large that the company hasn't been providing over 50 years. Since 1961, it is a family-owned and operated company, and this is a wonderful facility you have here. That was one of the things that attracted me to your company, was the fact that you guys actually do the manufacturing here. Tell me about this. How big are we talking here?
We're a little over 21,000 square feet of facility here. We've been manufacturing here, like I said, since the early 60s. It actually was a manufacturing plant before we took over. So, you know, it's been in the manufacturing system for many, many years. We've done a lot of upgrades. We built the section that we're sitting in right now back in 1988. But we still run 3 high-speed dispersers and completely manufacture all different kinds of products.
Quite amazing. Wonderful company here in Denver, based in Denver, Colorado. Let me ask you before we let the viewers go, Paul, is there anything out there you'd like to share with them?
Well, you know, we like the Buy Colorado system. We like the USA. We like, you know, what we can do in America and what America's coming back with. And so we're big in the U.S. and what the manufacturing can do for here. We believe manufacturing is the #1 factor in our society and in our economy right now. And so we don't want to lose that part of what America is. And I think the foundation came from small manufacturers building up into bigger companies, and we're very excited about that.
Excellent. Folks, that's the Old Western Paint Company doing their part. Make sure that manufacturing is alive and well here in Denver, Colorado. You can do your part for the economy out there, and as well as the eco-friendly green environment, and that is basically get part of their recycling program that they've got going, and at the same time come in and get some absolutely great professional commercial or residential paint at a discount price if you want to get that recycling going, which is wonderful. Thanks for meeting up with us, Paul. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.